Hey everyone, let's have a quick chat about the Ketty Jay series. I just recently finished it after starting it 6 years ago. Well, I'm not the fastest. The series has four main novels. Retribution Falls, The Black Lung Captain, The Iron Jackal. Notice a change in cover, I messed up buying the same covers. And the last one is The Ace of Skulls. The series follows the crew of the airship Ketty Jay, and they're all air pirates. It follows their adventures and their struggles, let's say it like that. The series is set on a different world than ours, and we have different countries who will have different relations with each other. Mainly the whole world just came out of a war about something that's fueling the airships, and I don't want to go into too many details with countries, names, and everything. Just give you a broad overview of the series. So the world has just left a war, and quite a few of the characters on the Ketty Jay have been in the war and have relations to that. All of the characters are stock figures. You will recognize immediately what kind of character you have in front of you. This is not a bad thing. Having stock figure characters can give you an opportunity of jumping right into stories and understanding more about characters than you can actually when you just meet them. The stock figure characters that we have in the beginning are fleshed out all through the series, and they grow. They all have something in their past that they're struggling with, that they have to deal with, and most of them fled to the Ketty Jay as an escape from whatever was troubling them. The whole series is action-packed and jammed with adventure. They are, like I said, air pirates, so they commit crimes, but they always get sucked into political events. And there are a lot of things going on in this world after the war. And we focus on the main country where the Ketty Jay and their crew are from, where there's power struggle between the Archduke and his followers, who is ruling the country. But there's a religion, the Awakeners, coming up, and they are constantly making troubles for the crew of the Ketty Jay, but also for the world around. And the conflict is escalating throughout the series, and it's rather interesting to see Chris Wooding's look at how the religion affects the people and what is going on there. I have to mention as well that this is a fantasy series that also deals with demons, and demons play a huge part in the world of the Ketty Jay and also in the world of the Awakeners. But it's not all about struggles and war and the political conflict. The whole series takes a very good look at the characters, as how they work together as a team, as a band of pirates, as a band of criminals, as a band of friends. We also see them developing and getting forwards in their lives, moving on with their problems and troubles and dealing with their past. The one thing that everyone compares the Ketty Jay series to is Firefly, and I can only agree. If you like the atmosphere and dynamic of Firefly, you will love the Ketty Jay series. The fast-paced adventures, the banter between the characters, but also the deep feeling and character study that you find in the character. It is really lovely to see. There are ups and downs in the series. There's also something in the writing that I struggled with in all four books. I really enjoy how Chris Wooding creates the world, how he describes action, how he describes scenery. He's really captivating you and having you sit on the edge of your seat at some times. But the thing that he does with his characters is sometimes annoying. The perspective switches around between all the characters, which is nice because you get into everyone's head and know what everyone is dealing with. And so you're more involved with each of the characters. Some you like more, some you like less. But due to that, he has a tendency of over-explaining things. Throughout the series, you feel that he's explaining what's going on. And sometimes it's just a little bit too much, especially in the third book. This one is my least favorite. It started to get on my nerves. He had to point out with every killing that was made that it didn't affect the characters. And it was repetitive. And it was really hard to read because you found yourself wondering if you're supposed to dislike all the characters all of a sudden. The characters that were not really that likable and much flawed to begin with, but still grow on you. And I don't know, there is a balance that was a little bit off. There was a little bit too much explanation, a little bit, I showed you what happened, but I'm going to tell you again. Nevertheless, I really enjoyed being so close with the characters that you really knew them, even though they started off as stock figures and they end as stock figure, but they are really fleshed out. You have character around them, you have character development, you have change in their situation and also in their views and their abilities, and they grow so much throughout the series, which I think is one of the strongest parts of the series, aside from all the action-packed adventure and, yeah, the just sheer escapism of it. Okay, let's stop the gushing here. Like I said, I really enjoyed the series despite its flaws. It is action-packed, it's fun, it's deep, it's heartwarming, and you are going to like it, especially if you like Firefly. Tell me in comments if you have read the series, if you've heard about it, if you started it. I know we talked a lot about this in 2014 when apparently everyone was reading the Ketty Jay series, but most people finished. Let's talk in comments, and thank you all for watching. Bye bye.